Assalamu alaikum. Today's statement is titled, The Secret Behind the Climate's High Temperature. The statement was written by the awaited Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani on the 11th of August 2023, and it will be recited to you by one of his supporters. In the name of Allah, the One, the Overpowering. O mankind, worship Allah, the One, the Overpowering, who created jinn from a flame of fire and man from clay like pottery. I've warned you endlessly of the increase of the intensity of Allah's cosmic and corona war, especially in this current summer. Still, it did not cause you to be mindful because you do not use your minds. So let us ask our minds questions that need logical answers. Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani has been warning people of the passing of the planet Saqar since 19 years. I've been warning you non-stop, but it only increased your repugnance towards my call and increased the distance between you and Allah. So he blinded the inside of Muslims and non-Muslims around the world, except those shown mercy by him. And that is the constant way of Allah in dealing with those who refuse to use their minds. He makes their hearts go astray more and more. In line with the word of Allah the Exalted,
وما كان الله ليضل قوما بعد إذ هداهم حتى يبين لهم ما يتقون إن الله بكل شيء عليم إن الله له ملك السماوات والأرض يحيي ويميت وما لكم من دون الله من ولي ولا نصير صدق الله العظيم.
Surah At-Tawbah, verses 115 to 116. Anyway, mankind is now living on borrowed time after the arrival of Planet Saqar on the outskirts of the atmosphere of the Antarctic Circle. And I have taught you years ago that when it is time for Planet Saqar to become so close to the Earth, it will come from its south. Anyway, all humans without exception are experiencing the heat of the summer of Saqar. Even those who are experiencing winter at the South Pole are losing their winter because they, along with the rest of the people, are living in the summer of Saqar. I've already told you that mankind has entered the era of Saqar's summer, so what is it that you do not understand? Fear Allah, O people of insight. I taught you that Planet Saqar will not come to you except suddenly, thus you see it and will not be able to push it away. Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani did not forge a lie against Allah concerning this news, and I seek refuge in him to be of the ignorance. However, no one will ever believe Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani unless they believe in the word of Allah in the clear verses of the great Quran, because news about the passing of Planet Saqar is mentioned by Allah in the clear verses of the Quran, since it is of His great signs. So who would save you from the torment of Allah if you should be truthful? Having said that, O people, O Muslims, O disbelievers, O jinn, O mankind, is it not yet the time for you to believe the news about the passing of Planet Saqar? You surely did not reject Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani, but the news in the clear verses of the remembrance, the great Quran. Or is it that I have not been arguing with you for 19 years with the news and the word of Allah the Exalted?
خلق الإنسان من عجل سأريكم آياتي فلا تستعجلون ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين لو يعلم الذين كفروا حين لا يكفون عن وجوههم النار ولا عن ظهورهم ولا هم ينصرون بل تأتيهم بغتة فتبهتهم فلا يستطيعون ردها ولا هم ينظرون صدق الله العظيم.
Surah Al-Anbiya, verses 37 to 40. And here you are, feeling the hotness of Saqar in the summer and winter while you are debased, and here is the COVID of the summer invading you in the sweltering summer while you are debased, for it to make those who call it seasonal flu shut up. Such people who met Allah's favors with ingratitude and believe the atheist climatologists and medical scientists who turn you away from believing the cosmic and cavitous calamities. I've already warned you of the estival corona, which is far away from being a flu. In this statement, I vehemently deny the responsibility of COVID vaccines to have caused the death of anyone in the world. Vaccines are guiltless, for COVID is the leader of death. Let my supporters beware to say against Allah's scale of what He did not. but rather I said they do more harm than good in terms of their pernicious symptoms and lack of benefit of saving you from the planning of Allah because of the consecutive novel COVID soldiers that are anti-vaccines. All of this is Allah's planning, so you may know that you are in a war of some soldiers under the leadership of something that nothing ever compares to. He created, taught, and prepared them. That is Allah, my Lord and your Lord and owner of everything. I mean to declare the innocence of the vaccines from sudden deaths, for they are not behind cardiac arrests. But their cause is COVID, the Qadar of Awarda. Furthermore, Allah has increased the intensity of the calamity of the climate war so that you know that the one behind the war of the novel COVID is the same one who intensified against you Allah's climate war through air, land, and sea. Still, despite all this, you are denying Allah the Great, but believing those who propagate the global warming theory. Such people have turned you away and misguided you and themselves through this theory. And for 19 years, Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani has been warbling outside the flock and saying, "You are liars, and the reason behind climate change is the approach of the hotness of Planet Saqar. It was affecting the earth through the sun." To explain, Saqar has been causing unusual consecutive and major solar outbursts, which increase the intensity of climate change, and I have taught you that it is because of the skirmishes of Planet Saqar. However, the greatest calamity is the arrival of the direct summer of Saqar that you are now going through. What you're feeling now is the hotness of Saqar, the hell planet, and it is hotter than the sun. So now you're not living only in the sun's summer, but you have two summers, the hot summer of Planet Saqar and the hot summer of the sun. Anyway, perhaps some askers would like to say, what is the question proposed to the mind and logic at the beginning of the statement of yours, O Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani? Then Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani replies to you and says, "Is it not it that when summer comes in the Arctic Circle, winter comes in the Antarctic Circle? Therefore, O people of understanding minds, if the planet Saqar truly approached the Antarctic Circle in the summer of this year 2023, you would surely find the Antarctic ice melting now, even though it is still winter there, because summer is now at the North Pole, while winter is at the South Pole, the Earth's refrigerator. This is due to approach of planet Saqar towards the space of the South Pole. Now the weather in the South Pole is hotter than the North Pole because of the heat of Saqar's hotness. Will you not reason? In what statement after this shall you believe? Add to all of this COVID, the firm plan of Allah, and never was I insane, O Arabs, who disbelieve in the knowledge of their fellow Arab caller who brings to you knowledge from the great Quran, and still you turn away from the caller of the truth and believe the knowledge of those who deny Allah. I swear by the Lord of the earth and the heavens that their knowledge concerning the secret of Allah's cosmic and invidious war is useless and not beneficial by 1%. Look at the intensity of what is going around you in the sky and the earth of climate changes to the approach of Planet Saqar and the severe COVID that signals the approach of Planet Saqar in line with the word of Allah the Exalted.
وَلَقَدْ ذَرَأْنَا لِجَهَنَّمَ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها ولهم أعين لا يبصرون بها ولهم آذان لا يسمعون بها أولئك كالأنعام بل هم أضل أولئك هم الغافلون ولله الأسماء الحسنى فادعوه بها وذروا الذين يلحدون في أسمائه سيجزون ما كانوا يعملون وممن خلقنا أمة يهدون بالحق وبه يعدلون والذين كذبوا بآياتنا سنستدرجهم من حيث لا يعلمون وأملي لهم إن كيدي متين أولم يتفكروا ما بصاحبهم من جنة إن هو إلا نذير مبين أولم ينظروا في ملكوت السماوات والأرض وما خلق الله من شيء وأن عسى أن يكون قد اقترب أجلهم فبأي حديث بعده يؤمنون من يضلل الله فلا هادي له ويذرهم في طغيانهم يعمهون صدق الله العظيم.
Surah Al-A'raf, verses 179 to 186. O people of understanding minds, if Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani were addressing cows, perhaps he would understand, but unfortunately I'm addressing nations far more astray than cows. And this applies to whoever calls Allah's torment natural disasters, but this is the wrath of Allah, your Creator, against you. Will you not reason? Or you were created by nothing, or you created yourselves. I'm still asking atheists around the world to answer these questions proposed by Allah to every sane person in the clear verses of His book, which reflect the fact that there is a doer for each action. In line with the word of Allah the Exalted,
أم تأمرهم أحلامهم بهذا أم هم قوم طاغون أم يقولون تقوله بل لا يؤمنون فليأتوا بحديث مثله إن كانوا صادقين أم خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون أم عندهم خزائن ربك أم هم المسيطرون أم لهم سلم يستمعون فيه فليأت مستمعهم بسلطان مبين أم له البنات ولكم البنون أم تسألهم أجرا فهم من مغرم مثقلون أم عندهم الغيب فهم يكتبون أم يريدون كيدا فالذين كفروا هم المكيدون أم لهم إله غير الله سبحان الله عما يشركون وإن يروا كسفا من السماء ساقطا يقول سحاب مركوم فذرهم حتى يلاقوا يومهم الذي فيه يصعقون يوم لا يغني عنهم كيدهم شيئا ولا هم ينصرون وإن للذين ظلموا عذابا دون ذلك ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون واصبر لحكم ربك فإنك بأعيننا وسبح بحمد ربك حين تقوم ومن الليل فسبحه وإدبار النجوم صدق الله العظيم.
Surah At-Tur, verses 32 to 49. Peace be upon the messengers and all praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Allah's Caliph on the dominion of the worlds, Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yamani.